This is IDIONG'O, and welcome to our channel, your home of family content, your home of nature, your home of spirituality, your home of connection, your home of underground gang, ancestral knowledge. There's so much to share. But anyway, happy Father's Day to every single father, every single dad out there. Man, God bless you. God give you more knowledge. God give you more strength. God give more energy. God give more connections, wisdom, so that you can get the understanding and you can have the grace and favor in you and in your family to take care of your children, to be a father, to be a dad, to be a leader, to guide your community. Happy Father's Day to all big boys outside there. All the best. So just quickly straight to what I thought maybe I will discuss on this Father's Day. Language of children. How do you communicate to a baby, a newborn baby, a month-old child baby? How do you communicate to children? The age of 2, the age of 3. It's not only language. The language we use, our mother tongue, English, French, Luya, Maragoli, it's not the only language. You can link up yourself with your children. Children have very simple, basic ways of communicating, and most powerful of them all is those newborn babies. It's a child still in the mother's womb. So we've seen so many changes in family unit. We've seen so many changes in a nuclear family, extended family. We've come up with blended families. We have new arrangement of families in our society these days. And I'll tell you guys, I don't know what the position for children is always misunderstood. The position for children is always misguided. The position for children is always ignored. Why? Because children don't talk, or children don't have a say, or children can't manipulate grown-ups. Grown-ups have grown to the point of they have new hearts, and you realize that we also have to have some people in our society who can voice out for these children, because we've come into an age where we realize not everyone is there for the good of these innocent souls. So if you can't speak kindness, then I don't think you can go to the very low level of what children are actually talking about. If you don't understand honesty, openness, vulnerability, those are the basic, those are the languages that a 2-year-old understands most. A 2-year-old does not understand the discussions we have as adults. You are a narcissist, you are an empathy. They don't understand what we grown-ups are talking about. I don't think even babies or children understand you are a teacher, you are a pilot. They don't understand. They don't understand why are we lost in names? Why are we lost in labels? And I think to change, to flip the coin, you find out that we have grown-ups we are lost. The only people who have clarity amongst us are children. Children have more clarity, and that's why God is using children with their innocence to seek justice in our community, to seek a balance, to seek purity, to seek healing, to bring back our community back to the basics, back to love and hope and building faith. A child in your house, the baby that is born in your house, those are the most just thought, frequency, dimension, space in our houses is children. That's why you see children decide who stays, who leaves, who is wrong, who is right, but we never consider them. And I know in my case, I'm putting the blame on me in my case, but I'm always trying to find out how is it that we can include children in the conversations we are having as adults, because children are always ignored. But we as men, we've come to a point where we can't continue fighting the society when the society is equipped with women and men also is equipped with intelligent people and smart people, people God has given discernment. And if God gives you discernment, this discernment is a gift. You can look at a person and using your discernment, you are the detectives of the universe. Feminine energy. Once you get such a gift on your head, God gives you discernment to know, are you safe with this family, with these people, with this environment, with this space, with this event? Are you safe in this time and generation? And that discernment, we've only narrowed it down to your discernment is based on money. That if we withdraw money from our society, we don't have discernment. What about children? What about the disabled? What about old folks, man? What about our grandparents? What about the teenagers? What about people who are in school? What about the blind? What about the deaf? What about the environment we live in? We can't just base our discernment on the things, the immediate things that we want in our lives, our children, our future. If God has given you discernment, what about 7 years from today? What about 14 years from today? What about the human beings, the children who are going to live here in the next 30 years? Can your gift also go beyond money? Can your gift also go beyond money? Can your discernment also help our society figure out future possibilities of how we are going to embrace and approach problem solving, housing, parenting, jobs, job opportunities, technology, strangers, war, crime, diseases? Because things don't change. The same things we are undergoing this time are the same things we are going to go through in the future. And children, for me, is my biggest concern, because we have to try and fight for this generation of young ones amongst us, because our society is obsessed with war of men and women. Women are better than men. Men are better than women. And for me, what I've learned in my experience, God replaces our hearts. God gives you a heart when you're 7 years old. God gives you a new heart when you're 14. God gives you a new heart when you're 21 years. God gives you a new heart when you're 28 years. God gives you another heart when you're 36. When you cross over above 40, you already have a heart to take you the next couple of decades, into your 50s, into your 60s. So at the age of 14, you might be into pretty women and handsome men. At the age of 21, you want money and drink and party. At the age of 28, you want children. You want a family, you want a car. You want a house, you want a home. At the age of 36, you want to sleep around. You want to mess, you want to destroy what other people are building. Now at the age of 40 is judgment. Whatever you've been doing, that's what your journey goes. It's grace and favor. So however much you're obsessed with money today, and you are gifted, and your discernment is based on money, God is going to give you a new heart. A heart of flesh. You won't be obsessed with money. You won't be obsessed with men or women. You won't be obsessed with sex. It changes. You just have a baby, a newborn baby, and you have a child for the first time. You don't even care about jobs, about fighting, about crime, about what goes on in society, because you've been given a new thought, a new form. Once you have a new heart, you're no longer IDIONG'O. Once you have a new heart, you're no longer a man or a woman. Once you have a new heart, God gives you a new home within you, new love, new thoughts, new faith, new joy. That God can put joy in your heart, and you wake up outside, you no longer want to destroy what other people. You have no jealousy, you don't covet. The only thing you want to do is share joy with every creature, animals, plants, people. You're smiling, you just have so much joy. You don't even understand. That people don't, you can't even explain and tell someone, I don't know what to do with this job. Because God decides when we go to sleep, where do you go to? There is someone who is in charge of your heart. They take it out and they put another one there. According to your intentions, your honesty, the child within you, according to your openness, according to what you bring to us. Because all these people, grown-ups, adults, grandparents, uncles, aunties, all these people have worked so hard for us to be on top. All these children, the children in our houses, they are the ones who determine how our futures go, where our jobs will come from, our earnings. The people you're going to meet in the future. Children know, in the house, children don't, they listen to our thoughts. When you're sleeping, children know so much. And that's why it gets to a point where the society no longer has to fight on who is right and who is wrong. My urge is outside there, no matter what you're going to do, is there a way we can first talk to children before we make these hard decisions about our families? Can we include our babies? Can we be patient with children? That can we wait for their answer? Even naming, I don't think it's right to force our thoughts on children. We adults, we have so many thoughts. We need to declutter. And that's why, from very same children we have in our houses, you will get communications of how to endure. That you can pass a word of endurance, a word of hope, a word of perseverance to children, because that is how children have gathered clarity to be born in this family. That's the importance of 9 months of pregnancy. Now, you put your thoughts in a prison. You put your thoughts somewhere in a prison. You let something, you be part of the problem you are in. You be part of the you don't run away from the problem. You don't hide the problem. You don't hide the failures. That the more you sit, the more we sit with our failures, the more we understand success. So my point exactly is, children have talked to us so many times. When we go to sleep, when we wake up, we see children are obsessed with play. They want to play. They don't care about the 2-bedroom, the 1-bedroom. They don't care about move. They don't care about jobs. They want to be included in the decisions we grown-ups make in our societies. So as a father, as a dad, I think that would be my message this Father's Day. That whatever you are, a man or a woman, and I know separation is something that we are also trying to understand as a society, but I don't think the first approach to separation or the first approach to divorce is the court or is the government or is the people outside of the family. That if a man or a woman truly means that you want to separate from your family, then we need to have some endurance and patience for the kids. That the kids also have to find a way to join our conversation, and then you can go ahead with your decision making. Because if grown-ups have discernment, if a woman is gifted, you are gifted to tell that something wrong, like you want to separate, you seek a divorce because your man doesn't have money, and that's discernment. He's not good in bed. He's not giving you attention. He's not giving you love. You don't love him anymore. You know that God has given you a gift to understand this is wrong. Why can't you also use that very same gift when things are right? Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. We are a community. Let's appreciate our parents. Let's appreciate the elderly. Let's appreciate the people who don't have discernment. Let's appreciate the people who don't have opportunities like us. Let's appreciate our mothers. Let's appreciate our fathers. Let's appreciate our uncles and aunties. Let's appreciate our community, our neighbors. Let us go as a team together. Happy Father's Day to you all out there, and God bless you.